So I bought myself a compact keyboard and mouse. A bit similar to what I already have, I suppose. I do already have the Logitech keyboard, and we'll compare the two. Having used the Logitech for a while now, I need another one for my work, so I thought I wanted something compact, wireless, and give me more space on the desk. And I didn't want a gaming keyboard. There are others out there, and I wanted the cheapest I can buy. So Logitech was $19.99, I think, from Amazon, and I got it for a warehouse as well deal from Amazon, which was like about £8 or something. But mouse stopped working, so I'm replacing the Logitech keyboard and mouse with this one. Now this is a German brand. For some reason it says on the Amazon, so I've got it from there. This is $14.99. Virtual creator. I mean, it's got loads of jargons on there, but that's the brand. So you've got the brand there. I think the stickers probably covers the brand up there, so that's fine. So it's the 613 model, wireless compact sensor switch combo. So let's open this up and have a look to see what it looks like inside. So now, you've got to be careful when you're buying keyboards from websites and stuff. Make sure it's the language that you want it in. For example, I needed a UK keyboard, and I have bought in the past a completely different country's layout, and which does complicate things a bit more. So you got to be careful of that. But let's open this up and have a look what it's like inside. So it does come in white. Oh dear, broke that bit. So there we go. So it does come in white. It's got the instruction manual there. Should be quite simple to put in. They're in different languages as well. Anyway, beside that, let's have a look at the mouse first now. Alright, it is slightly flatter than what I'd expect. As you can see how much it fits in my hand. It is slightly flatter. It's got a speed. This is a bit, well, just by hear the clicking on this one. And this is quite good, it's grippy. That's quite good. For office work, glides well, which is good. On and off button there. And I'm just trying to figure out how do you put the battery in. But on your hand is quite nice actually. Let's compare to the Logitech. Only good thing about Logitech is sort of arch is much better probably, but if you like the arch, that's fine. But you get a lot of pressure on here when you're doing this. But this way, it's sort of more flatter, so it's an even pressure all the way across. Yeah. Well, this is heavier, but it's got batteries in it, so we'll put the batteries in and see how it is. Now another thing I was going to say, does this come with batteries? Let's have a quick look inside. The Logitech one did come with batteries, but this one, it doesn't look like it comes with batteries. But we'll have a look. Let's turn it on to see if the light comes on. No, there's no batteries in there. Okay, so let's open this up and have a look what's inside. It doesn't quite explain on the booklet how you take it out. I don't think the instruction is clear, but how do you get the battery in here? And I accidentally sort of just touched this bit and it just came off. It just pressed on one side, which is strange because I was expecting it to, oh, it's magnetic, no wonder. Okay, that's brilliant. So I didn't realize this, but this is magnetic, so it just falls in place. So if you drop it, you'll just literally come off, which is quite cool. I think it's quite nice. Okay, then let's put the battery in there. It's a AA battery, or in keyboard I think it's a AAA battery, so I've got to find some of those now. I don't know why they do that, but let's find some batteries and put it in there. So with the batteries, it's got the right direction, in it goes, close off. Now let's hear the clicking noise. It's not loud. So you can see the difference between the two. I love the fact that it just comes off like this, quite interesting. I don't know if yeah, magnet will hold it. As long as it's upright, it should be fine. So there we go. That's ready to go. Have I turned it off? That's turned off now. Now for the next part. This is the keyboard. Let's put this aside for now. The keyboard itself. How heavy is it without the battery inside? Let's have a look compared to this. It's slightly heavier, it's got a battery in it. They're roughly the same size, same weight, and if you look at the size itself, they're identical. They're almost identical. Actually, you can see from here, slightly shorter because that's got the battery on this side. But if you look from the top, this is slightly wider, so that's the only difference, I would say. Yep. Alright, so let's open this up. So we've done the comparison. Yeah, it's clicky, which is quite nice to feel. It's a bit more spaced out. Now let's compare the two. Thinner and slightly at an angle as well, as you can see. But what it doesn't have is to raise the sides here. You can't raise the ends to stay upright. While this one is the raising bit, and there you go, it stands upright a bit more. While this one is a bit more like laptop, which I'm not 100%. Well, so if I was to this is much more softer sound. The spacebar is clicky, but these are very similar. Enter. So I like the fact that it's slightly more spaced out. I like the key things here. I had only one problem when I did Control Shift or something. I would end up touching this for some reason, but here it might be easier for me. That's about it. So let's compare. Now that we compare this with the battery in. So I haven't used this yet, as you know. So after I use it for a while, I might put a comment on there to see if I dislike anything or like something better than the other ones. So I've got two types. So it just slides in here, slides in there, and that's now in. I like the way this stays with the keyboard, not the mouse. And it's in. Does the light come on here? Yes, it does. The other one doesn't have the lights on, the Logitech. And this is very small, standard, which is quite good because compared to the Logitech version, that's the difference. You can see it straight away. I do prefer the compactness of this. It's easier to it doesn't show up on your laptops or anything, it just stays in quite nice and firm. That's good. Yeah, the roller. I'm not really. I wasn't that fond of the scrolling here because it's literally just plastic. There's no rubber grip to it, but this one seems to have a grip on there, which is quite good. This is lighter. This is slightly heavier to move. This is lighter, but it doesn't give you enough support for your hand here. While this one you can lean on it literally. While this one, I suppose you can do. It's much more flatter. So whichever you prefer. So as you can see, they're much more flatter. So they're the comparison. I will get to use it for a while, and I'll put some notes on there if there's anything I see different. But comparison between the two compact that I could only find on the website that's cheap enough to buy without going for the gaming. Which one do I prefer? I do like the layout where it's been spaced out on here, although it's very compact. And the same thing I would say that is thinner. This one here is thinner, but it doesn't have the legs to raise it. You've got the on off button there as well, which is quite cool. So you can turn it off when you're not using it in case you use batteries. It does have the light indicators, which I don't think the Logitech does. Let me just have another look. No, it doesn't have the light indicator on here. So that's a good sign. So there are some positive to this, although it's much cheaper than the Logitech. And the way they describe the brand on their sales page, I would say that it's German brand, German design and all that. I think it's lives up to what they said on there, because it's quite hard. It's not trying to turn it. Light, you can easily move around the table. So positivity on this is really good. And there are some good positive over the Logitech. It all depends on what sort of keys do you want on your keyboard, and how comfortable do you feel with a flat mouse over the arched mouse. That's all I can say about this. So hopefully this gives you a good understanding of the keyboard. The cheapest I could find that actually seems like a good brand. And I'll use it for a while, and I'll put some notes on there if I find anything that doesn't work as well or works better. So thank you very much for watching this. Hopefully this has helped you. Take care now.